Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Lightfall intel. And today, once again, is Friday, so we have our Friday weekly update. XUR has returned. Unfortunately, no Trials of Osiris this week because Iron Banner is here. And I'm going to share with you the loot for today from XUR. Give you a couple of tips on things you might want to take advantage of heading into the weekend. There's some great XP farms available this week, as well as some really good loot farms. And I did want to cover a few things regarding XUR that you're probably going to want to start doing now, as well as the Legendary Lost Sector for today. If you enjoy this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on the bell to post notifications so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 Lightfall content like this. You can also follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. Any of those things I just mentioned, of course, enter you into any future giveaways on this YouTube channel, and we do one every 1,000 subscribers, and we're getting very close to 70,000 subscribers, so thank you all so much. And of course, if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll have a secret hashtag you can leave in the comments section to be entered into a next giveaway a second time for this video. Today's XUR can be found in the Winding Cove in the EDZ, up on the cliff, and some actual good loot for today, some decent rolls, and something you're definitely going to want to pick up if you don't have it. First, we have the Prospector grenade launcher with chain reaction, detonate multiple sticky flame grenades at once. Not sure how this pairs into the PvE meta currently, but sounds like it could be pretty good. We have the Lucky Pants for the Hunter class with a 65 roll. If you don't have a pair of Lucky Pants, definitely pick these up. 65 roll, very high, as well as a good distribution, as mobility is needed for Hunters, and this is pretty good with recovery and discipline, as well as intellect. So, a good roll all around. We have the Armamentarium for the Titan class, which was actually something I was running a lot when ARC 3.0 first came into the mix. Gain an additional grenade charge, very straightforward, and a very good roll, another 65. Very high rolls today from XUR, and this one has a high resilience recovery discipline distribution, which is really what you want. And then we have the Starfire Protocol, still the meta exotic for most solar warlocks. Probably not heading into next season, but still very good. Unfortunately, not the best distribution, as mobility is sort of wasted here, but still not bad. 63 overall. If you don't have a Starfire Protocol, pick it up. Still great with most builds. For the legendary weapons, and I'm going to try to pronounce them all correctly, we have the Valpecula. Hopefully I said that right. With Hidalgo and Outlaw. We have the Enigma's Draw with Grave Robber and Rapid Hit. We have the Friction Fire with Killing Wind and Unrelenting. We have the Under Your Skin Combat Bow with Archer's Tempo, Successful Warm-Up, and Land Tank. We have the Judgment of Kalgaroth with Immovable Object, Incandescent, and Ambush. Definitely pick that up if you are looking for a good solar glaive. Lots of broken things on that one. Ambush and Incandescent still very broken, and a movable object. That's a good perk. We also have the Blast Batu, with Threat Detector and Snapshot Sight. And then we have the Lonesome Sidearm with Rapid Hit and Swashbuckler. Now, a couple of things that I want to start talking about now. This is also related to Banshee 44 and his loot, is these, of course, update weekly. With Banshee, I believe some of the rolls update daily, though I'm not sure if it's all the weapons. But in any case, occasionally you're going to see some weapons from previous seasons. Always you're going to see weapons from previous seasons, but you'll see some from season 16 through to 19. If you want to have these weapons available for crafting next season, you won't actually have to wait for a red border, and you can't get red borders from Banshee 44 or XUR. They just won't drop. However, if you have 3 of that said weapon, you'll be able to use them to make them into a red border starting, I believe it starts in Season 21. So essentially, if there's any weapon that you see from a previous season, I believe it's only 16 and forward, that you want to have the ability to craft in Season 21, pick up 3 of them, and you'll be able to turn them into a red border, ultimately in Season 21. So something like the Velpecula and the Under Your Skin Bow, I believe the Judgment of Kalgaroth. All of these things, if you pick up 3 and you don't like the roll on them and you want to be able to craft them, just make sure to pick up 3, store them in your inventory in your vault. All right, now down to the legendary armor. We have a 57 on the gauntlets. This is for the Warlock. We have a 59 on the chest piece, 60 on the helmet, and 61 on the legs. If you know what the rolls were for the Titan and for the Hunter class, please leave that in the comments section down below. I'll make sure to pin your comment. And then another big thing that you definitely want to pick up if you don't have one is a Dead Man's Tale with Vorpal weapon. Super broken, great to have for PvP as well as pretty good in PvE, as Vorpal weapon is just the thing to have. And this, I believe, has not been sold from XUR for months. So definitely pick it up if you don't have one. Even if you do have one, you might want to pick it up just because you never know when Vorpal's going to be available again. It's definitely been at least a couple of months. Over on the Hawk Moon, we have Opening Shot with Heavy Grip, an alloyed magazine, corkscrew rifling. The exotic cipher, as always, remember if you have one, you can go spend it for a free exotic in the tower kiosk. It's the reason you can't pick one up is because you already have one, so go use it. And that's going to be it for today's XUR loot. So if that's all you came here for, the next thing we're just going to cover is everything else going on in Destiny heading into the weekend. Today's Legendary Lost Sector is also in the EDZ. It's Skydock 4. All the EDZ Legendary Lost Sectors are very easy to complete. This one is giving exotic gauntlets. And tomorrow, I believe, we are going to have the Quarry as the Legendary Lost Sector, and that is going to be rewarding exotic chess pieces. So, if you're a Warlock looking for the Necrotic Grip or anything else, I know that the Solar Gauntlets next season are going to be pretty good. The Sun Bracers, probably going to replace the Starfire Protocol. And tomorrow, if you're a hunter looking for a Gerfalcon's Harbuke, hopefully I said that correctly, probably didn't, then that's going to be the day to farm. Both very easy Legendary Lost Sectors. Whenever there's a Legendary Lost Sector in the EDZ, it's definitely one to do regardless of what the exotic is. And remember that if you have a full inventory of engrams on your person, and I'm not sure if this still works 100%, but still something to try. And there's a very easy Legendary Lost Sector. If you have all the engrams on your person's inventory full, any exotics that you get from the chest at the end of a Legendary Lost Sector will be sent to your postmaster as an exotic engram, which you can then decrypt on different days, and it'll usually decrypt to the exotic of that corresponding day versus the day you actually acquired it. So you could farm up through an easy Legendary Lost Sector on one day and then go decrypt all your engrams on a different day, and hopefully it will transmute the loot into that day's loot or that day's armor piece for you. Used to work. I haven't tried it yet this season, but had mixed reports. The other thing, of course, this week, we have the Hypernet Current Grandmaster Nightfall and Nightfall available. Very easy to farm because the champions are Overload and Unstoppable versus a Barrier champion. You wouldn't believe how much that makes a difference. Lots of different broken builds that you can build into and bring into this particular strike. So just keep that in mind. It's also double XP from Vanguard strikes this week. So if you're looking to rank up really, really fast, just get a streak going. I'm going to cover this a little bit later in a video probably later this weekend, just to recover it for people who might be new to the game. But essentially you can build streaks, and when it's something like this week, it's a good thing to farm. We also have the Iron Banner for the remainder of the week till Tuesday's reset. Great place to farm out pinnacle gear. Remember that having Iron Banner gear equipped and an emblem adds to your XP multiplier, so this lets you rank up a lot faster and ultimately acquire more Iron Banner gear. And there's some good rolls on some random select weapons that you can get from the actual vendor from Zavala. But a lot of people don't know that you can double stack a Iron Banner ornament, which also work on an Iron Banner piece of gear. So you can essentially have two Iron Banner multipliers for one piece of gear. And remember that counts for weapons too. So if you're using an Iron Banner weapon and a Iron Banner piece of gear with an Iron Banner ornament equipped on top of it, it'll count as 3 towards your total 5. And you can go over 5, but it can glitch out the game a little bit. So just keep that in mind. You might rank up a little bit faster. I covered this earlier this week, so if you want a little bit more information on that, go check out my Iron Banner video. Gonna head over to the tower really fast and just check on what Banshee 44 has and what 801 have. And remember, it's going to be good to check these weapons and maybe acquire a few, even if they're not a good roll from Banshee 44 or for XUR for that matter, just because you might want to be able to craft them next season. So maybe just picking up 3 garbage rolls just to have them, store them in your vault till next season might be worth it. Remember that if you are farming Iron Banner, one of the best weapons to be on the lookout for once you get some engrams is the Hero's Burden. This plays very well with the right roll into Void 3.0 builds, specifically for the Hunter. And then we'll just briefly go through, if I don't get blocked by a Cabal, what Banshee 44 is selling. And then we'll run down to Ada. And I believe these are the ones that update weekly, and the first page is the ones that update daily. This is a very good roll on PvP for PvP if you don't have it on this Katana 57. Not a bad roll with chill clip on this grenade launcher. Always good to have chill clip on something if you can. Gonna head down to 801. And while we run there, I just want to thank everybody for watching today. That's going to conclude all the information in today's video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on the bell, post notifications so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 Lightfall content like this. Remember, you can also follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. Any of those things I just mentioned, remember, enter you into any future giveaways on this YouTube channel, and I do one every 1,000 subscribers. And like I said, we're getting very close to 70,000, which is absolutely amazing. And thank you again all so much for all the support. And if you've watched till this point in the video, you can leave a hashtag XUR or a hashtag Iron Banner or a hashtag Banshee44 or a hashtag 801 in the comments section down below. I'll give you another entry into the next giveaway for this video. Remember those stack between all videos. If you haven't done that in a previous piece of content on this channel, you can always go back, check out another video, and of course do it again. And once more, I'm Wilhelm Scream. Thanks so much for watching. And of course, we will see you next time.